What's going on, everyone? So, who are we blaming? Who are we blaming today? Because all I've heard for the last, month or whatever is that Russell Westbrook is the problem. Russell Westbrook is the issue, this, that, and the other. And look, I know it's only one game. I know that people are going to look at it like that, but there was zero difference. Zero change. This, you can make an argument the Lakers were worse. They were worse defensively tonight without Russell Westbrook. This team is more than Russell Westbrook, which is what I've been preaching over and over and over again. Is Russ a problem? Yes. Is Russ a bad fit? Yes. I've never denied that. But I've said time and time again, it's not Russell Westbrook's fault this team is terrible. There was zero change. If Russell Westbrook was even a semi-significant issue, wouldn't there have been some noticeable change? We still have third quarter problems. We still can't shoot. We still get lackadaisical on defense. Anthony Davis still isn't dominant. LeBron James is still playing terrible. The dude had a terrible all-around game, start to finish, had 8 turnovers. Now, if Russ had 2 turnovers, people would be losing their minds. LeBron had more turnovers in this game than Russ has had all 4 games combined. Like, Russ isn't the problem. The dude's changed. He's played defense. Is he the greatest fit ever? No. But at least he's a guy that can get you 20 if you needed to. Now, not saying that he's going to night in and night out, but we don't have anybody else that can get you 20 a night outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They need a trade is what they need. This team needs a whole roster rehaul. Seriously, we need several guys. Like a Buddy Hield and Miles Turner trade is not saving this team. We need several new guys. We need like a Hornets / Spurs deal all rolled into one. Or like a Pacers and Pelicans or a Hornets deal rolled into one. Or, Spurs and Pacers deal rolled into one. Whatever. They need multiple deals, right? Because this team needs an entire rehaul. This team is not good any shape or form, whatever. Like, they're not good. Like, and they're not, like, Russ or no Russ, it's not turning around. And I know people are going to say, well, we'd have depth if it wasn't for Russ, or, if he wasn't paying 47. Like, Russ's contract is not his fault. Russell Westbrook, getting traded for is not his fault. The Lakers made that decision. LeBron James and Anthony Davis wanted Russell Westbrook. So they went and got Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook already had that contract beforehand back in his OKC days. Like, it's not his fault that they decided to unload all of their, wing depth and 3-point shooting to go get Russell Westbrook. We got to stop blaming Russ for everything. Like, I don't mind if he has a bad game, calling him out and talking about him having a bad game. We need to hold LeBron accountable. Like, it's unbelievable how many people just, let LeBron get passes for everything. How, when he has a bad game, it's okay because he's in year 20. Like, what, he's still not playing? Isn't he still considered one of the best, if not the best players on the planet? So what? Because he's in year 20 and he's a top player, he only gets credit, not negativity? I mean, even LeBron took accountability, which is good, but is he going to change it? Because he took accountability last year and nothing changed. He was still turning the ball over. He was only half a turnover behind Russell Westbrook last year. The Lakers this year, he's leading the team in turnovers. Like, the guy's turning the ball over like nobody's business. The guy's taking step-back threes. LeBron James lost this game. We had a terrible third quarter. Awful, atrocious third quarter. Again, we have third quarter woes just like last season. Unless that changes, we're screwed. We closed the first half incredible. That's how you close a quarter. That's how you close a half. Absolutely incredible. I loved it. I was hooting and hollering. I was doing the live stream over on the Lakers show, and I was hooting and hollering. I was like, that's what we need. That's what we're talking about. Came into the third quarter and got smacked. And then in the fourth quarter, we're coming back. LeBron's being aggressive, back-to-back and ones. Things are looking good. We're looking great. LeBron attacks the basket, gets fouled, doesn't get the call, and we just fall apart because he would rather cry to the ref than get back when you're getting back into the game. You got into single digits. Get back on defense. Get a stop. But instead, they get a transition bucket. Darvin Ham gets a technical because he's sticking up for his crybaby. And all of a sudden, we're back down 15. And the game's over. We're never able to get back to it after that. And then he's jacking up threes early on in the shot clock rather than doing the stuff that got us back into the game. Nobody can shoot. This team is a mess. And it's not just on one player. It's not just LeBron. It's not just Russell Westbrook. It's not just Anthony Davis. It's not just Darvin Ham. It's not just Rob Blake. It's everything, top to bottom. We need to play bigger. I know that they want to play AD at the 5 and have 3 small guards on the court and all that stuff to try to get everyone minutes and stuff. It's not working. You might as well go big because we don't have any shooting. So if we don't have any shooting, it's not going to matter if you start Damian Jones at the 5 and AD at the 4. Play him at the 4. Play, Damian Jones at the 5. Play LeBron at the point guard. Put Walker and Beverly or whatever. And there you go. We can't shoot anyway, so why does it matter? Maybe we'll get more offensive rebounds. LeBron and Damian Jones seem to look good together. Get some extra buckets. Maybe get some easy points. We can't shoot, so why not? And then if Russ comes back, I think they got to shake it up. I think they got to bring him off the bench. Russ is probably not going to like it, but you got to do something. You got to shake it up. Again, we need a trade. Problem is that, what trade is that's going to save us? Unless we could do the Hornets deal or a combination of deals to get, multiple guys, I don't see us improving. One trade is not, Buddy Hield and Miles Turner is not going to change this team. Right? We didn't have Russ. Everyone talks about Russ and the floor spacing and all that stuff. It didn't matter. It's not because of Russell Westbrook the floor spacing is bad. It's because nobody can shoot. LeBron shooting 25% from 3 on the season. Guy was 2 of 8 again tonight. The guy, he almost had a triple-double, but he almost had a quadruple-double. He had as many turnovers as he did assists. We're just a bad team. And we're great defensively. We're number 2 overall in defensive efficiency. But we can't shoot to save our lives. We can't take care of the ball. We can't score. And we need guys that can score. We need an entire roster rehaul is what we need. We need 3, 4, 5 guys to come in and just change everything. I think we need to trade Russ. I think we need to trade Beverly. I know a lot of people don't want Beverly traded, but Beverly's on a sizable contract, right? He's on a $12 million contract. That's enough to get a mid-tier guy. That's enough to get us an $18 million a year guy because of the 125% rule. So I made an entire video about this. If you want details, go check out that video. But I did a video, 3-team deal on the Spurs and the Pacers, right? Lakers, Spurs, Pacers. We need a deal like that where we get Josh Richardson, Doug McDermott, and a $21 million trade exception. Then go to the Pacers, right? Trade them the trade exception for Miles Turner, and then trade the Patrick Beverly for Buddy Hield. And now you got Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, Doug McDermott, and Josh Richardson. There you go. Now you got a center. Now you got 3 shooters. You still got defense, something like that. Even if it's not that, we need something like that. We need 3 or 4 guys that are going to come in that don't have this dark cloud that the Lakers have, that are going to be able to come in, that are wet behind the ears, that are going to be able to kind of just turn things around. At least maybe get 3 or 4 guys that could be in the starting 5 next to LeBron and Davis. So we have an entirely new starting 5. And then the guys that are starting now are coming off the bench. So now we have some bench depth. That's what we need. We need something. Because this team this team isn't good. It's not Russell Westbrook's problem. I know people are still going to try to find excuses and blame Russ. He was still sitting on the bench, so his negative energy was rubbing off on the team or whatever BS excuse they're going to try to blame Russ for. He's became the scapegoat. And people get on me all the time. You defend Russ too much. You don't hold Russ accountable. I absolutely hold Russ accountable when he deserves to be held accountable. Right? That shot, that indefensible shot, talked about it, mentioned it, talked about how you should have never taken that shot, all of that stuff. But people act like if we don't have Russell Westbrook, we're a contender. We weren't last year, we're not this year. where they're just as bad with or without Russ. Russ makes no difference. It doesn't matter. But at least he's a guy that could give you 20 a night. You know, and for those, like I had somebody in the live stream that I did, because I always do the live stream after the show, right? Or after the game, right? I had somebody in the live stream who was like, what do you mean 20 points a game? Guy averaged 18 a game last season. Game 1, he put up 19. Like, he's a guy that can get you 20 points. We don't have anybody else on this roster that can do that consistently. Like, at this point, you might as well just let Russ be Russ. Don't play him with LeBron. Have him come off the bench. Let him play 20, 25 minutes. He's got to probably play like 5 minutes or whatever with LeBron. But he should get like 20, 15 to 20 minutes to himself and just let him go get Russ. Because we need something. We need some shakeup, some change, something. But anyway, as always, is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? However you feel, good, bad, ugly, somewhere in between. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comment section.